Hey there, this is separate from lectures. We're going to just make a little web page here, and I'm going to show you all the things that we have learned so far. So let's make a new file and save it in here, and I'm going to name it webpage.html and just save it. And I'm gonna make another file and save it as style dot. So this is a CSS file, and I'm gonna save it as with the extension of CSS. Let's save it. And so this is the basic structure, and I'm gonna add a title to this, and let's add a title of personal website. Also let's add something in the body, and I'm gonna add a h1. Let's add a div. First of all, div is something we're gonna talk about later, basically, but for now just know that div is something that holds space for us into our web browser. Or div is separates the page into different, you can say, boxes or different spaces, and you can hold some space for some content. So it's that. And let's add in a heading 1 and a little paragraph. So I'm gonna add data from here. And in here, let's add this. Also, let's link our CSS file to our HTML file, and we're going to do that in our head and with the help of link. So just put the data. It just put the data that I've needed. I just need to put in the link to my CSS file, and that's here. This is the name of my CSS file, and I'm gonna write it as style.css. Now they are linked, and let's add a little image here in this div. Image, and its source is here. I have this logo, and it's in PNG format. So also, if I'm gonna add any of the alt text, let's add that this is a logo if it does not appear. Also, let's make a class here because we have to edit it after, so we'll need a class. Let's name it as box image, and let's add a class here too, and let's name it as box maybe. Alright, so this is it. Let's see how it appears on the web browser for now. So this is how it works for now, and let's change some things. I'm gonna add a background image first of all. Let's call the body, and let's add a background image, and its URL is let me see, it's BG, and it's probably in JPG, so BG JPG, and we want its size to be the cover, and let's save it. let's add some margins to be 0 and padding to be 0 too. And I want my background size to be cover. Okay, and then save it. So now I'm gonna add something in the style, and also I want to call my box class this class, and I can call it like this too. And let's add some properties here. Let's add the width to be 450 maybe pixels, and I want its background color to be a little I want it in RGB, and the values are 0.5, and then just add a little padding of 40 pixel, and I wanted margin to be auto. Also we can add margins as margin top or left or bottom. You can see all these options here. You can add any one, and I want the top margin to be 5 pixel. And let's add the color white for this div. It is not gonna appear as the whole color, but it's a little. Let's see how it. And let's add a font family and maybe sans serif. That's it. Let's save it, and it's now in the middle. And I have okay, I have to also add something in the image. Let's now edit this image, and let's call it as box and a hyphen and image, and let's add its border radius to 50%, and we're gonna add width of 200 pixels, also the height of 200 pixels. And now I'm gonna see how it appears to be. Now it just gives the look of a little logo as it was. So moving on here, let's do something with our heading 1. So it is in the div, and we have this class over here, and we can call it by its class and by its selector. So I'm gonna call it like this, like dot box. That's the class name, and in the box I want h1, the selector, to be to have the font maybe font size. I want font size to be 40 pixels, and also I want the letter spacing to be 4 pixel, or maybe it's font weight, maybe. Yeah, these are the different properties as you start working on these. and then you'll know that how to know them. If you start working with them, then you'll remember them more easily. Also, let's add something for let's add another heading maybe here. Let's add H5. That's the second last heading we have. H5. And let's add something with web developer or web designer, and that's it. And let's add some styling into this as well, and this is gonna be the same box. H5, in the heading H5 I want it to be of font size 20 pixel. It's half than the heading 1. Also I want its letter spacing to be like 3 pixel, and its font weight to be 100. And let's go ahead and save these things. So we have lost our background maybe.